Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lee. This is Reefer Explained. Today we're going to be doing a quick kind of maintenance and filter roll change on the Red Sea Reefmat 500. Yeah, it's been doing amazing, and the roll, as I said, has been lasting me around 2 months. This roll, however, lasted probably about a month, and the roll itself is not that dirty. What happened was the sensor needed cleaning here, so just use a toothbrush underneath, I think. And I got a notification from the Red Sea Reefer app, Reefbeat, just to tell me that it was dirty and it was rolling quickly. So that's a little bit annoying, but I suppose it's there for that reason. And everything needs maintenance. Usually, what I would do is take out the bucket and clean it. I did it on the first time I changed out a roll, but this time it doesn't need doing. The real rolls themselves inside are pretty clean. There doesn't seem to be any clogging in there. So today we're just going to be draining down the sump as a water change every 2 weeks, and then we're going to obviously take out the old roll, and at the same time, when the water's drained, we're going to remove the basket, and we're going to put some new carbon in there, carbon only. Did run some Chemi clear blue, I think it is. And yeah, it did polish the water up for a while, but it was a smaller bag for a 35 gallon, and this is a 69. So my mistake for ordering the wrong size bag. So I will be ordering another bag of that stuff because it really did clean up the water. I think it's got carbon, resin, and Roa Phos, some sort of GFO. So all round good media for that. Today we're just going to be replacing it with carbon, just to polish the water. This stuff is really good and it's relatively cheap. It is smaller particles, but in the bag underneath in the actual compartment there, it will just be fine. It's not really tumbling. It's just water is passing through it, so that will be fine for this. We're just draining out with a sump pump kind of thing for a pond. It works really well. I know Seche do a pump like this, but just got this from Amazon. It was around £14, I mentioned before. Got a long hose just draining to the drainage area. And then I've got my vat of 60 litres fresh to go in, mixed salt water at 1.025. The roll itself is relatively easy to change, and you've seen them online. The thing I find the worst about these rolls is you've got the paper bit, which is nice because you get some diagrams and everything else, but really all of this stuff is online, so it's not really necessary. And then the film itself is very annoying to get off, but hey, everything can't be easy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to flip this mechanism down. You turned off your actual reef mat 500 or whatever, the 1200. You've turned it off via the app, so nothing's going to start rolling when you're trying to remove it. You're going to pop the lid up and you're going to bring the old one out. This says it's got like 1 day left, so I'm just going to discard this. I just don't have the time at the minute to let that run out. You're going to release these each side, okay, and then we're going to start taking out the pin here. Put this to the side. Bear with me. So for this next stage, you're going to need both hands. So we're just going to try and plonk this down where you can see this. It might be a bit tricky. Bear with me. Let's just try and put that there. Okay, I think you can see. So what I do is we're going to pull this part out. It's no longer needed. Take off the end. Slide out. Put it all together in the same way. Says we've got quite a bit of film left here, but I'm going to just discard this. You can see there's still quite a lot, so I don't know what's happened here, but I'm just not liking this roll. It's just giving me anxiety. So ideally what I'm going to do is just cut this, and then I can just pull through. So we're going We're going to lift up the trap, turn around, lift out. Be careful not to bash the sensor too much, it's a bit fiddly. And there you go, you've got the old part here. Unclip, just slides out. There we go. This does need a bit of a clean actually, so I will take this to the sink. Take this off. You can then remove this part. It's very heavy from all the waste. Just going to lay that to the side. So, from the old one, this is the old side, so you're just going to turn, clip off. This should just slide off. And then in theory, you can take the other side off and then slide both out. So like this. And then the same, this comes off. Just a little bit of force, there we go. And then you can just push these out through the middle. Like this. Just comes out in 2 halves, and there you go. That can go in the bin. I'm going to put the new roll on now. As I said, these new rolls, they're a little bit fiddly because you've got this film around, and then you don't want to pull the new rip film like so. You've got these plastic bits. Just wish they'd make like a little tab, you know, like a little bit where you could actually find it. I find this very annoying. Bear with me. Hi guys, thanks for holding on. So we've got the 2 ends. Just gonna grab them now. These, the little slides. New roll, obviously. And just gonna put this in here. Oh, sorry, bear with me, wrong side. Being a bit silly. So you're gonna slide on the new roll. And then the other part in there, like so. The wheel back on. So if you're unsure, the other side, the teeth are on the outside, obviously. So just snugly, you don't have to go crazy. It goes up, and then that's it, just a little bit. Yep. Okay, and then so that's in now. We're good. We're gonna hang this downwards this way. Slot it in there. That's very good. Okay, so as I said before, probably best to give the trap, I want to call it, the tray, a good spray down. So we're just going to do this, take 2 seconds. So the trap side has been cleaned. We've got the wheel for the dirty side going to go back on. So we're just going to slide these into place. So they just line up to the little grooves and stuff. It's very simple. It's a great piece of kit from Red Sea. You know, they did a really good job. Just hopefully it lasts the test of time. The other parts, the little parts, just screw on. Now that's secure. It's good. We're going to thread the new reel through here and put this through. So grab the new reel, the end. We're going to thread this part through here. Okay. We're going going to make sure we get a good part. Now, the way this is situated in the sump on my side, it's not great because it doesn't really allow me a lot of room. But you're going to pull over a little bit of generous amount, like so. Make sure it's lined up as possible, and then once you've done that, you're going to turn a few times, but trying to keep this straight. It is a little bit tricky, so just have to hold it in place. And then you're going to roll, and as you do, it will line up with each other. Keep rolling until you get past the crease. We're good. That's it. We're going to pull that over and we're going to position it in place here. Once we've done that, we're going to lock it into place with the two clips either side. We've got our cage, so grab the bottom part, have the teeth facing sort of outwards, so not this way, I believe, so this way. Position this underneath. Grab this part, I'm going to clip it in. Hear the clicks. You're good. You're going to position downwards back into the box. Just make sure this is free to move. I feel like the angle it's a bit. Don't push too hard. Get it past the sensor. Wish the sensor was a little bit more positioned well. It is a bit tricky. Okay, once you've done that, it's just going to free up a little bit more. So I feel like I'm pushing a bit. Okay, we're nearly there. We can tighten this up after. Okay, we're good. We're down at the bottom. And we're going to rotate once back in, just trying to make sure. Yep, anti-clockwise. That's now in position. I'm going to put the roll here, the new roll. We're going to tighten this up a little bit, so it's straight. Just back into the position here on this part. These are up, so that we're good. Now, before I did that, should have put the little roller pin in. So just drop that back there. The guider, they call it, I believe. Put the guider back in. Okay, that's back in. Roll that back up. Handle back. And that's it, job's a good one. With the part underneath, let's just remove this because we don't need this in there. This is for the water change. Very good, these sump pumps, by the way. Anyone who not doing, well, if they're doing water changes, then good to you. A lot more, less aggro personally. I'm just going to place this back in. Always use clips when I'm doing water changes or I've got tubes and I'm walking away from the tank. Double clip it. The sensor's just here. You can give that a quick clean if you like as well. We're going to do the tray underneath. We're going to remove that. So what I do is I lift it. It's easier now. There's no water in it. Lift it at a slight angle. So usually I get it there. Comes out the other way. Okay, that's the only thing. It's a little bit of a tricky thing. It's best to do it when you're doing a water change. And just drain it off as much as we can. And there's your box, and you just pull the lid. There we go. You can take that off and then just remove your old media. It's filthy. I think it's pretty much exhausted. we're just going to bin this. We'll get some new ones in there, Roa Foss, and then put a little bit of extra carbon. So we're just going to change out the carbon, and then we're going to start this bad boy back up. Guys, if you like the video, thanks for watching. Everything's going to plan on this kind of side of the filtration and stuff. I'm really happy with it, but I've got to get on with the water change. So if you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.